Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to our relaxed playthrough of The Witcher, as we're live for 2 hours this evening to continue on our journey. If you missed last week's Saturday evening stream of The Witcher, we continued the story as we were trying to find Ciri. We actually started out playing as Ciri as she escaped the wild hunt, and we saw a lot of people die because of her, and then we brought someone back to life that had seen her escape, so we got a bit more information from that. We also met our first Cyclops and defeated them, which was definitely an interesting fight to say the least. And we are meant to be going back to Velen to continue the main story, but as usual we've been trying to clear the missions below our level in Skellige before we leave. That is our current plan, so we should have some interesting stories to say the least this evening as we continue on. But I hope everyone's weekend is going well. The schedule is out as planned as always tomorrow, for those that aren't aware. 1 PM GMT for the scheduled video and 8 PM GMT for the live stream community post. Also tomorrow evening at 12 PM midnight GMT. And that doesn't make any sense, does it? the vote for Gollum on release will finish. So whatever that vote is as of midnight tomorrow night, that's what I will take as we're doing. It's a very close vote actually at the minute. I think it's close because there's not been much information out there about Gollum. I think that's the big issue. People aren't sure whether it's going to be a hit or a miss. It hasn't been overly advertised, which is really weird and worrying at the same time. But it is due to release in just over a week's time, to be fair. I would have liked to have heard more. I know I don't listen too much to what's being said about things because I don't want spoilers. But at the same time, some information is better than nothing. I've not seen anything really. I'm not seeing anything to stay away from, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that vote will end, and that's what we'll do. We have finished the main story in Jedi Survivor. Let me just check this out. Yeah, we finished the main story in Jedi Survivor. So, we are just doing all the side missions. Kobo is full of rumours and side stories, and there's so much to see and do. The platinum, we had a brief look at trophies. The platinum is possible, so it is something we're looking at. We haven't fully made a decision. I just want to see the rest of the stories and the things we haven't done so far. So the plan is next week, as usual, morning live streams with Jedi Survivor all week, and by the middle of the week we'll kind of know what we're going for. Arkham Knight as well, we're continuing on. I want to see the end of Nightfall Protocol, and then again, platinum is possible. That's the thing. It's one of those that we've got to make the decision, but I'm waiting to a little bit closer to it. So we continue on this evening. We'll have a quick recap of the story, and then we'll crack on. Let's have a look.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman.
So we've met Uma previously, and we also know after the last stream that Uma is the key to everything. So before we go and continue the main story is taking us back to Carl Morhen. To be fair, for Ugly Baby, we wanted to do everything that's below our level in Skellige, like we did before we left Novigrad and Velen. So in doing so, the Family Blade is the one we're doing next. We did do a little bit of this in the last stream. We managed to go to their camp. The sword wasn't there. We did find that they were by the old fort. That's where we need to head next. The Lord of Unvik. That's something else we need to look at. Possession. The Wolf's Clothing again. Something else we need to do. The Last Wish again. What else do we need before we leave? Anything under level 19. Anything over 19 we'll leave, because we're trying to do anything that's under the main story level. So anything under 19 is kind of our aim before we leave Skellige. Black Pearl is actually possible, I think, because that's several locations around here somewhere. Following the film, I'm not too worried about. We could do that at some point as well. That's around here somewhere. And then there's a few things that we've got to do back in Novigrad as well. And then Witcher contracts. This got this one here. the Muir de Liblin. My pronunciation's horrendous, I know. Strange Beast. And that's it. So that's kind of our plan for the minute before we head to Kaer Morhen and do that. So, Family Blade, we continue on. If we have a quick look at our inventory, we've picked up some decent weapons along the way. Unfortunately, they're not as good as what we're using. This sword here, annoyingly, isn't as good as our Wild Hunt axe. It's worth a lot of money though. Obviously we won't sell it, we never do. It's the armor piercing is making our current axe, Wild Hunt axe, kind of difficult to put down and change. The steel sword again is just no match. Is that armor piercing damage is just really keeping that above everything else. The elegant stuff we're going to stick in our box because I didn't want to get rid of it. I have this issue with getting rid of stuff. That's the thing. And the other thing we wanted to quickly look at is our character. So we have got 3 points available to spend. We have now got a new slot unlocked. We unlocked this in the last stream and we're kind of undecided what to do here. We don't unlock another slot for a little while. There were 4 levels in fact, so we kind of need to decide what we're doing into there. We did put lightning reflexes in here for marksmanship. And we're using a crossbow because we're going to aim to use a crossbow a little bit more and we haven't really got to it. Yeah, I'm kind of not sure what to do really in terms of points and things. We haven't really got anything that would help us do our play style as it stands. If we could get the cat school armor, that would suit our playstyle, admittedly. We could do survival instinct, to be fair. Increases maximum vitality by 15%. That's not bad. Do you know what? I think we might take that. Yeah, let's take that. And what we do, we remove that for a minute. We're going to put that down here, and then if we go, I don't do that, wrong button. So survival instinct will increase our vitality. If we put that in that slot there, that should help us a little bit. Keller, good evening, how are you? Thanks for the like, where that was much appreciated. So our vitality has now gone up by quite a bit, 5,865 now. So that's a big difference to what it was. So I think that's a good plan. So where are we heading? We're heading for this side quest that we started last stream. There is a blacksmith here as well. We visited it just before we finished the stream last time. So we're heading into here to track down the family blade. That's where we're going. How are you this evening, Keller? So let's try and see if we can find the family blade with the thieves at the old fort. We'll go by foot as it's not too far. Plus you never know what we're going to come across. Fighting our first Cyclops in the last stream was interesting to say the least. It was a tough fight, to be fair. They were a bit slow, so you can always get away from their attacks fairly simply. But when they do catch you, it is a powerful attack. You definitely have to be careful. Yeah, game's going really well, thank you. Really well indeed. Really enjoying it. Just trying to do things at a decent rate. So we're trying to do... The main story's taking us to Kaer Morhen next. But we want to finish all the side missions and Witcher contracts below the main story level before we leave. If that makes sense. That's what we did in Novigrad and Velen as well. Right. That's the old fort. And the thieves should be here somewhere. Although I'm not catching any life signs. There's no heartbeats. Strangely. Okay, it's a monster nest. That would be white. What is the nest? Fire kills everyone, I will say that. That's why I enjoy Igni so much. Fire just kills everyone. Right, that's the thieves down. The monster's nest, though, is what I'm a little bit worried about. Although there doesn't seem to be anything here. You've been mostly playing Elden Ring and Skyrim at the moment. Oh, okay. Yeah, Skyrim is definitely something we want to do. Probably as part of a relaxed playthrough, similar to this one, I think. To be fair. Right. I want to destroy the creature's nest while we're here, if we can. Let's just pick everything up first. Over here. Okay, we've got a thief's journal. Svenida, I've got good news and bad. I'll start with the bad. Me and Gimra went to Lugos, gave us the welcome custom demands, mead and meat, plenty. As soon as we unwrapped Kalu from its leather and asked how much he'd give us for it, he ripped the blade from our hands and knocked us both on our asses, calling us thieves. He then sent us running from his house, hounds at the heels. Gimri runs slow, so they got him. That's fine, only means a bigger cut for us. Now here's the good news. We've still got the sword, and now I know how to get rid of it. Talk to Steinfinn, my brother-in-law, and he'll sell Kalu in Novigrad and split the coin with us after. I know, but I swear, you can trust him. I'll give him the sword on the beach by the whale cemetery in Ardskelliger. I'll go alone as not to attract attention. Watch out, Lugus might have sent a messenger to Carol Tro to inform them of the theft, just in case hole up somewhere. Maybe with Aunt Hilda. She's not right in the head, but you can rely on her anyway. Okay. So they were actually going to pass the sword off. So the sword is not here. So instead, we're going to defeat whatever's inside this monster's nest, and then we'll head to where they were going to hand off the sword. You're going to wait to get PS5 before getting to Platinum for Witcher 3. Yeah, I've got no intention of going for the Platinum, to be honest.
Harpies got their nest here.
Harpies, okay. Before we take on the Harpies, let's change to Ardsign. The reason we do this first is because we know we're going to get attacked. The minute we try and destroy a nest, you are going to get attacked. Are we not? Oh wow, okay. Normally when you take out a nest, you get attacked first. Alright, I'm happy with that. We didn't get attacked. Normally you do. Right, while here, let's just have a make sure there's nothing else here to pick up. Doesn't seem to be, actually. I was hoping for more stuff around, but doesn't seem to be much. Lots of bodies, obviously Harpies being here and all. There's actually nothing else to pick up. That's really weird. Okay, well, we got what we came for. We know where the thieves are now. So that's where we need to go next. I definitely think it is worth it for the next gen upgrade though as well. I do think it is definitely worth waiting. But yeah, it's I've got no intention of going for it. I just don't want to have to follow a guide. That's my issue. What we should do is travel back to here. Use the fast travel, and we'll fast travel to the edge over here, and then we'll go round there to get to where we're going. Because we're looking for the whale graveyard. So it's a little bit away from where we are. So I think that's a decent plan. Hang on. What's that?
Might want to look around some.
Okay. Just saw it as we went out. It was glowing red and wondered what that was. Don't think there's a way up though. It's a bit weird. That's the symbol, isn't it? I've seen that symbol before.
Might want to look around some.
We have seen that symbol before when fighting a big creature. There's definitely nothing else here that I can see. It's a big creature we fought before that if you looked at it, it could actually take over your mind. And we were very underleveled, but managed to stick with it for quite a while. And then it disappeared on us. We have still got the mission for it, so we'll come back for it another time. As we are massively underleveled for it anyway, to be fair. And I would like to be able to get to Karl Morhen as soon as we can. Obviously, I do want to do the same way we've done the other things, and do the missions in the same order we've been doing them. So I don't want to rush anywhere. I'm trying to pick up a few leaves. We haven't really done much in terms of leaves and things, and I feel we should do. Worth waiting to do the Death March playthrough. Oh, absolutely. As I say, it looks better. It looks a lot better. I I can't be following a guide though just to do it. That's the only thing. It's one of those things that I'd like to challenge myself to do, but I also just know that I just would get fed up with following a guide. That's my issue. Okay, we've got a boat we could borrow. Do we go? It's actually quite a long way by boat because we've got to go all the way out here. Yeah, well, I think we're fast travel. Just looking at how far away we'd have to go on boat if we were to get to where we're going next. It's a long way. So where the fast travel point should be behind us, and if we go the right way, it wouldn't take us half as long, admittedly. So up here should be our fast travel point.
Hey, a Witcher! Witcher, help! But I prefer me trusty axe.
What do you mean, Witcher, help? Who was calling us to help?
Then what?
I always like the missions you happen upon, not the ones that you've got in your jobs list or you get from a notice board.
Here's a job for a Witcher.
Something that just you pass someone and there's something they want you to do. All I heard was Witcher help, and that for me was okay. Cool. We're going to see a mission we wouldn't see otherwise.
A beast. It attacked me and my comrade.
We'll gut the fucker.
Aye, but not us. The Witcher.
Why bother the witch man? Like as not, it were a pack
We
of
do
wolves.
need a better armour, to be
They
fair.
got you so afeard, you shat yourself and sword spectres. Let me round up a few sturdy lads and we'll...
Won't be needed.
Why is he adamant he wants a
Witcher will
Witcher?
help,
That's a little bit worrying.
You shan't let us down.
Feral folk, dumb as stumps.
Good evening, Optimistic Unicorn. Good evening, how are you? You're close to platinum in Apex rank. Oh, nice. Well done for that. Yeah, why don't you want the locals' help?
Could he be right? Maybe it was just wolves.
I knows what I saw. Besides, who's he to say? Those drumming blackguards don't know shite from shoelaces.
That particular blackguard was wearing on-crate colors.
You sure about that?
Sure, then sure.
Doesn't matter. That lot's not to be trusted either. Monsters attacked me. I need a Witcher, not some hunter.
Who is he?
You from Pharaoh? Come a long way.
That just happened. Came to Fyrsdal to trade a load of hides from Sforlag.
Sforlag? Thought you were from Pharaoh. Sforlag's on Speakerog.
Well, you see, first I sailed from Faro to Sforlag. Traded some loot from the
He's
continent
lying
for
to
hides
us,
there, then
but
came
why?
Pharaoh to Speakerog to Ardskellig. Roundabout journey.
Hadn't much choice, had I? A merchant sails where the trade's good, not where it's close at hand.
I don't trust him.
Fine. What's this about? Tell me.
Me and my mate were on our way here to Fyrsdal with a cart full of hides. Suddenly we heard a screech. Our horse got spooked, started kicking.
This
and
is The
then
Witcher, yes.
monsters jumped out of the bushes. My mate drew the
Burning
short
Shores,
straw.
yes, we did.
They got him first. By some miracle, I managed
We
to get away.
we completed
What
it.
kind
The
of
Burning Shores
monsters?
DLC for Horizon Forbidden West.
Necrooks.
A few weeks
No
back, I
doubt
think
about
we
it.
finished that.
What?
It was a pretty good DLC, to be fair. It kind of set up a
Sharp
third
claws,
game,
animal
if
skulls on
anything,
their heads,
which
attacking
hopefully
swarms.
will happen at some point.
Neckers?
Yeah, knackers. Near 20 of them. So will you help? Will you kill the bastards?
I still don't trust him.
Needs to be clear. Aim to travel it again soon.
Okay, let's talk about reward.
Don't know. You lost your transport, so I don't see how you're going to pay me. And I don't work for free.
I've coins set aside. I'm sure we'll agree terms. How much would you
Well, I
ask?
need to fleece him for as much money as possible because I do not believe him. 280 starting rate, we can get an extra 101 crowns out of it. I'm gonna go 350. That's real. I don't trust him. I think there's something going on.
A fair price. So, how will it be?
Seriously. Okay, he accepted it straight away. That makes me more suspicious.
I'll help you.
Grand! Knew a Witcher wouldn't let me down. Not like some waffly prick from Clan Drumdon.
Or Clan Drummond.
Good luck, Witcher. Fare you well.
Wait.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Look
where
for
are we
you.
going?
What?
Once I finish, where will I find you?
Oh, aye. Here. Meaning in the tavern nearby. I'll await you there.
Fine.
Still something not right, is there?
We serve her who was virgin, mother, and crone.
The only issue I have is I don't remember where he told us to go.
I'm counting on you, Witcher.
I didn't get a new mission come up or anything. So I'm not entirely sure where we're going for him. He said he just saw his cart was in the road. I'm just trying to see if we can see where he means. Because our mission is taking us over here. His mission, though, I didn't see pop up. Let's double check we haven't got it anywhere. No. Nothing there that I can see. I'd be a Witcher contract, in fact, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Drowners. Missing Sun. We half fought this, but we are massively underleveled for it. So we will come back for that. That's not the same one. Okay, investigate the ambush site. I'm assuming that's the one. Well, no, it's not. That's a different one, by the looks of it. No. Don't recall must have attacked a merchant in his car. Oh, this is it. We are under-leveled by a little way. 7 levels. So, we'll hold off on that, I think. We'll stick to what our plan was originally, shall we? We'll come back for that when we're a higher level. I'm always reluctant to go and do things when we're too lower level, because in this, you can get killed very quickly if you're too under-leveled to things. So, I'm a little bit wary. So we're going to fast travel up here to Red Gill, and then we're going to travel the road to get to the thieves, where we're meeting them at the Whale Graveyard to try and get back the sword that they stole. We started this quest in the last stream. We're continuing it with today. We've already been to their hideout, and unfortunately there was nothing really there other than a few men that we killed. So we've got to continue and try and find this sword. And we got a note at the camp of the old fort that said they were selling it at the Whale Graveyard, or that was the handover point. Now, we've been here before. We've actually, that village there, I think we put it back on its feet last stream. And there was a load of harpies attacked it. We're about to see a load more, I think. Let's go back to the yard sign. I was going to try and use the crossbow a lot more. It's something I do want to use more than we have been. Let's see if these attack us. If they do, we'll have to deal with them. I think they are. Yeah, they're going to attack us.
Show me what you got.
Alright, let's watch out for harpies. There's loads of them. Two down. Trophy achieved, environmentally unfriendly. Not sure what that's for, but we just gained it.
Come on, come closer.
There's one down. Not very many of these left, hopefully. Who's left? A couple more. Go and get this one over here. Well, who's left? I got you. Come on. You're down as well. Every harpy dealt with. Let's now collect our reward from the harpies, and in doing so we did obtain a trophy. Not entirely sure what the trophy's for, but I'll have a quick look in a second. Obviously we don't really aim to collect trophies, but that was quite a cool one to have gained. Environmentally unfriendly. It makes me curious to what it is we just did, what we did. Let's have a look. And date new. Kill 50 opponents using the environment. Okay, cool. Well, that worked in our favour then. Okay, let's give Roach here so we can speed up our progress. Let's head to the whale graveyard. I'm expecting a tough fight once we get there, though. I'm not expecting it to go easy. They're not going to hand over the sword to us, are they? That's the thing. So we could be in for some difficulty. Oh, hidden treasure. Cyclops! I need to get off. There's hidden treasure here. We are massively under level to this Cyclops. Oh, cool, mate. Bit of fire from behind. It feels. To be fair, Cyclops is a bit slow. As long as you dodge, you're okay. Cyclops is down. Cyclops is down indeed. We only fought our first ever Cyclops last stream. And now that's 2 in 2 streams. Right, are we alone? We are by the looks of it. And as we're just passing this place just to go to go and find this sword that's been stolen, and we happened upon this place. What do we got? Place of power, it's claiming. There's some probably harpies over there, to be fair. Did say treasure was here. Although I'm not finding the treasure. There's something above, the place of power is above us, I can see that. Did say it's a treasure location though. You just watch a Transformers tribute edit, but they make them into like trailer movies the entire franchise. Yeah, he's got that voice, hasn't he? That's the thing. I know what you mean. Oh, well, there's nothing in here. So how do we get up? Is there any stairs? It's really weird just be riding past something and we happen upon treasure. I think it must be all above us. Which means we've got to find a way up. I've got a feeling there's going to be harpies up there. Let's have a look. No way we're going to get up there. So there must be a way up from inside then. I haven't spotted just yet. Well, hang on. We climb up there. Come on, Geralt. Climb up. Climb up? No, he's not going to climb up there, is he? There must be steps that I didn't spot inside. Or something. Let's have a proper look around and see if there is a way up. So the hole in the ceiling, yeah, it's over here. Can you climb up there? I think you can. There we go.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Indeed, a place of power. It's so weird when you're just happening past somewhere and you come across something like this. That's quite cool. That's what I enjoy so much about this though, is the randomness of things you can just find. Thanks for the like, that was much appreciated. And a true heart. Yeah, his voice is just one of those voices that gives you confidence, isn't it? What else do we gain here? Oh, relic trousers. We'll have a look at those in a second. Captain's boots. Oh, wow. We just got the diagrams for all the master crafted Griffin armor. Wow, that is actually massive. A lot of people follow guides and tip videos to find things like that, and we actually found them naturally. That's quite cool. I am extremely happy to have found that. So that's why I don't. That's one of the reasons, big reasons, and I'm not criticising people that use guides because I understand, you know, for time purposes and things. I get the reason guides are there, but it's so much more satisfaction when you find something so naturally like that. I don't think we can use them though, because I have a feeling we need the originals. Yes, we need the original Superior Griffin boots first, which I don't think we've got. We've got Superior Ursine boots, but then we need the enhanced. I don't think we've got the So we've got the ones for the enhanced feline and griffin now. We need the basic ones first. Mastercraft. So we've got the enhanced and the mastercrafted, but we need the first one. We need the basic griffin armor first, and then we can make it all the way up to mastercrafted, which isn't until level 34 anyway. So we're okay in terms of when we get it, but having them in advance does make a massive difference. I was just so yeah, to find them naturally is quite cool. And all we was doing is heading to the place we were heading to anyway. You like his voice? Absolutely. Okay, we also picked up some other gear. These weapons are going to be... Oh wow, the Velen axe is better, but again, it does 16 damage more than ours. But the armor piercing is what is stopping me changing it to anything else at this point. Skellig longsword again. It's the armor piercing that makes me not want to swap just yet. That's old. Okay, boots. Not as good as our cavalry boots currently. Captain's boots, not as good as our cavalry boots. I'm not a massive fan of heavy armor either, that's the other thing. Mahakman trousers. They are really good. They're only one armor more than ours. My issue is the fact that they're heavy armor. Does increase their vitality by a little bit though. And their resistance to piercing, bludgeoning and slashing damage is pretty good. But again, it is that heavy armor that bothers me. I suppose we could put them on for a little while and see how we go. I'm just not a fan of heavy armor. I find heavy armor just limits your stamina so badly. We're going to gain from using them, so let's put them on and see how we go. But yeah, the biggest thing was finding the enhanced armor set. Naturally, that was the important part. Right, we're still heading down here. That's the treasure we looked at. So just as we was passing on the way to the mission we were doing, that's how we came across that, which I'm really happy with. It's always nice when you find something like that naturally. Okay, we know there's a load of harpies here. I might try and run away. We don't need to stop and fight them. Is all I'm thinking. We're not gaining really from fighting a load of harpies. So we'll just try and ride away for a minute. They will chase for a second, but I don't think they're going to get us before they stop. No, there we go, they're gone again. I didn't think they would, and I didn't think it's worth stopping. We've already defeated a bunch of harpies already. Right, this is the whale graveyard. You can see the big whale there. And my guess is we're going to find a load of enemies here. Oh look, here they come. Oh! I've got Igni on. Good. I didn't get close enough for that. It's a bandit camp.
Shut up and fight.
One down. Got to time that block a little bit better.
Good.
I'm getting a few hits. There we go. Need to time that block better, so we get a hit to get a short shield out of the way a little bit better. There we go, that's one down. Another one down. That's him down too. Okay. Didn't do too badly. The shields were the issue. Trying to get through the shields. Okay, they're all dealt with. There's a chest in here as well. Will it have Babel Fossil? Siren vocal cords. Okay. We're looking for the sword. Oh, this isn't actually the sword place. I thought this was where we was after for the mission, but it's not. The actual mission is slightly further on. This is just the start of the whale graveyard, and it was a bandit camp that we just happened upon and dealt with. But actually, what we're actually after is slightly further ahead of us still. Right, is there anything else to pick up then before we actually go there? That's the big whale. Let's see if there's anything to pick up around the whale. Look at that. There's detail that you don't necessarily need to see, isn't there? And that may be some of it there. I just wanted to see if there's anything else to pick up, and obviously not. Okay, let's see if we can get the sword back. Because that's the whole point of being down this far, was to get the sword. But then if we hadn't come this far, we wouldn't have found the master crafted Griffin armor sets, the diagrams. So we have gained from this at least. Right. There's a load of wolves up there, but we're looking for the thieves. And there they are. That's two of them at the very least. I don't think they're the only two that are going to be here, to be fair. Get some rare fossils. I'm sure we ought to sell those some decent money at some point. Right, there's a load of wolves in the forest up there. Looking for people. Fast travel point now picked up as well. Right, there we go. Kill the thieves.
Come on, come closer.
Whoa, that's done, mate. Some of these guys do pack a punch. So it's timing the block is mightily important to try and get that advantage. Plus fire. Men are no good against fire. Right, grilled pork. There we go, the Kalu. That's the sword we've been after, and we've got his journal to catch up with what the journey the sword's been on so far. B is the true role model. No, you're wrong. See, Optimus Prime is the role model. B is the loyal soldier. Good evening, Dennis. How are you? Svenina, I've been sitting with these damned whale carcasses for ages and still no sign of Steinfin. Either he's wrecked against the rocks or he's left me high and dry. I told Anchor not to bring that bastard into this. Now I don't know what to do. Who else will be willing to buy the sword? Maybe you ought to take it back to Caltrode and we crack will laugh and let it all slide. Remember how it stank in the hut when that rat died behind Marndar's bed? Well, it stinks even worse here when it's cold. So they were waiting for their contact who never showed up, interestingly. Instead, we did, and we've got the sword back. Okay, anything else to pick up? What's this? Oh, that's the fast travel, okay. Before we leave, obviously, let's just double check there's nothing else here. Got to loot everything we can whenever we can. So we need to go back to Caltrode to hand this back in. This sword back. Now we've found it. Anything in the barrels? No. Kind of curious what else is here. Boxes? I know it's a whale graveyard, but it kind of makes me think there may be something else around. Like the Griffin armor set diagrams we just gained, it just makes me think, is there something else? There's a load of neckers over there, I think. Are they neckers? Or they sold? No, they're neckers. Don't need to worry too much about those. If there's nothing else to pick up, then we'll have a look at where we're heading next. Obviously we can hand this in. I just wanted to see if there's anything else to do along the way. Let's have a quick look at where we stand on the map. So to hand the sword back in, we're heading back to over here to Caltrode Harbour, where we're going to tell the guardsmen that we're returning the sword. From there we can obviously do a few other things as well, and now we can fast travel here. At least that will save us time. I think we should finish the mission properly. At least we know it's another job done, another step further to go into Karl Morhen. At least B should be the role model. Speeches are awesome, personality wise, and combat B's better. I completely disagree. Optimus Prime and his sword, that's better than B. At least Optimus Prime can speak. I know obviously what happened to B's voice box, to be fair. B's the loyal soldier that every person wants with them. And that's never a bad thing. That's not a disrespect to B at all. Because everyone needs one. That's the thing. Right, we're going to head back to Caltrode Harbour. We need to have a look at the gear we just picked up as well. And whilst here, there's a few other little bits and pieces we can do actually. Let's have a quick look at the gear. So, we did pick up some new stuff. We got a new Velen axe, Again, better than a Wild Hunt Warrior Axe, but it's the 200 armor piercing that makes me not want to change out. But then when you get to like 41 damage difference, maybe it's time. Because the minimum damage of that Velen Axe is higher than our maximum damage of the Wild Hunt Warrior Axe. So maybe that's time to change. But we can't use it until we're level 24, strangely. That's no good, so we can sell that when we get to chance. Yeah, most of this is no good for us, to be fair. And that we can hold off before we need to change. And the Axeman's boots aren't as good as the cavalry boots, so we won't be changing those either, by the looks of things. So let's head to the guard and tell him about the sword we've recovered. And then from there, we'll decide where we're heading after that. There's still a few missions before we leave because they're under the level of the main story. Is that the person we want to speak to? No, not that one. This one here then. No, not that one either. The second guard here then.
Aye.
No. Oh, we're looking for Olaf. He's going to be above us, isn't he? He's up there. The only problem with this place is the roads are all a bit funny in terms of how you get to them. So we need to get up to that bridge there. How do we get there from here? Can't zoom in anymore. I've got to walk all the way around. Ah, no, I know which way. If we head back to where the fast travel point was and round to the left, we should be able to get up that way. It's that bridge caught me out. I didn't realise it was above us. So yeah, we're going to go back to Olaf and tell him we're returning the sword that's been stolen. And that'll be another mission done. And then we're one step closer to getting to Cal Moorhead. The home of the witches. But we've still got a few more things to do in Skellige before we leave. It's just trying to keep the balance of the missions and levels correct, really, more than anything else. That's what we're trying to maximise where possible.
It's a witcher. A monster slayer, eh?
Monster Slayer. They speak with us really nicely, and then what's it doing here? Right, Olaf. Hello, Olaf. We need to speak to you.
What is it?
Retrieve the property you lost.
Could you? Thanks be to Freya. Where'd you find it?
Northern part of the Isle, near the whale cemetery. Don't ask me how it got there. Long story. At any rate, don't need to worry about the thieves. They won't steal ever again.
Your reward. Sure as hell earned it. And I'll add a bit more from myself. If Kulyu'd not been found, I'd have had to wash the shame away with my own blood.
There we go. Family Blade mission complete. How much did he give us? 3 experience points. 3. And 20 crowns. I suppose we couldn't have asked much more for that kind of mission. So, what are we going to do next? Anything under level 19 before we head off to do that. So, we've got Lord of Unvik, Possession, Wolf's Clothing, The Last Wish, and what contracts have we got to do? That one there, Talk to the Witnesses of Drowners, and The Strange Beast. I think that's it, to be fair. Yeah, that's all the ones under level 19. Let's see where the missions are. That's the important thing. So from where we are now, ask around the new point about Unvik and the Ice Giant. Let's have a look on the map where this is. He never left Sam and Earth. Optimus did. He always protected Sam. Oh, you know, I know he got his voice back. I was taking the mickey, Dennis. But then also Optimus had other things he had to do. That's the thing. Right, we're in the right place for this mission. So let's go and do, while we're here, do that. Because that's asking around the Newport Inn about Unvik. We can put some gear in the box that we don't want on us as well. The second part to this is this island over here. We haven't been across there yet. In fact, yeah, we kind of need a sail, I think. I would guess from here, which is somewhere we've not been. So we'll at least do half of this mission. before we then decide whether to carry on or to go for a different one that's nearby, because we want to go and drop a few things off in our box anyway. It kind of makes sense to do 2 things at once here. And since we're near the inn, it makes sense to stop there on the way, and then we will decide the best route to take. We can just travel down that far side of the island. We've got the notice board to pick up anyway there. It is just trying to get the missions lower than the main story mission done first before we leave. I mean, I really want to get to Kaer Morhen as quickly as possible, but I also don't want to change the playstyle we've been using so far just to speed things up. I'd rather take our time and enjoy the stories, and the fact we're finding missions just by happening upon them. I find that the best part of the whole game. These random missions that you don't see from notice boards or from normal normal playing the game. You actually have to go off the beaten track sometimes to find some of these missions, and they're the good ones. They're the ones that normally give you a good smile and make you think. Right, let's head into the pub, the tavern. We can't go in that door. Thought we could because their box is there, but obviously not. We are 1-1 because for me, B is better. Oh yeah, everyone's got their own opinion, Dennis. That's the thing. There's no harm in having a difference of opinion. That's the important thing. There's no harm in it. Right, where is our storage? This isn't actually our room, is it? This was the room that we didn't rent. Still, all the weaponry we've kind of acquired. I can't sell stuff. Anything that's got a name to it, I don't like selling. Although if we've got doubles, I will have to sell them, I think. But Dieball goes in, and Wolf goes in the box as well. The Velen Axe, I'm going to stick in the box because it is better than what we're using, but we're under-leveled currently for it. So that can go there until we're ready to use it, I think. No, actually, I'm going to keep it honest because otherwise I'll forget it's there. The other thing I was going to stick in was our posh clothing, just because I'm fed up having to keep buying posh clothing every time we need it. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else to chuck in there, to be fair. But yeah, we've got so much stuff in this box that I probably could sell some, but I'm loath to sell anything that's got a decent name to it, or anything Witcher based. That's the other thing. What? That's a Witcher Steel Sword. I wonder why I was keeping that. Anything we've got doubles of, we can sell. They're not worth anything though. Whenever you try and sell a weapon in this, they're never worth anything. That is the problem. Other than the sword we just chucked in, that I think it said it's worth 1,000 crowns, but we'll probably not even get a third of that. Yeah, that one there, Dieball. You never get the money for them that it says, or anywhere near that. In fact, I think that is the most expensive sword we have. Yeah, they're all a couple of hundred. No, that's 900 there. To be fair, it's only a level 4. It's worth 900. That's mad. One of my subs will donate for headphones. I'll get the ones with best mic if I can find. One of your subscribers is donating for you to get headphones. What's wrong with the headphones you got? That's good of them to do that, but I don't understand what's wrong with the headphones you've got though. Right, we need to ask around at the inn about Unvik and the Ice Giant. That's what we need to do here. Will anyone talk to us, I wonder?
I'm looking for men from Unvik.
You've oars from the Isle, and I once cut those waters with nary a raist. Could trace you the shoreline in my sleep. A lovely excursion, if not for the bloody sirens.
I'm the one to ask. Me or Axel and Tartarok. He's over there. What can a bloke from Art Skellig know about Unvik?
Heard you.
Do you have an idea of what ones you want, Dennis?
Gathering his crew. Your love for the Ancrate.
For PS5, I've gone for the PlayStation 5 headphones themselves, the white ones, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called, to be fair.
Yavar's from there.
They're the ones that I found would work best.
You seem to know these waters. Why didn't you sail with Hjalmar?
Because that kind of expedition needs a true leader. And a whelp looking to collect bumps on his skull could only be its doom. Once I...
You'd rather sit in your arse nose in the air, you Zarakinian princess. Brave lad comes along. You sail with him. I'd have sailed with Hjalmar if only those seahorses hadn't banjaxed my knee. Would have sailed instead of sharing a table with a grumpy barnacle like you.
Grumpy barnacle like you.
Crack's daughter included.
Okay, you mentioned sirens.
You mentioned sirens. Many on Undvik?
So many. More on the other isles.
Bollocks.
Once they attacked Lars and me when we were fishing. Before we could drive him off, they pulled Lars in the water and scratched me up so bad that... Boy!
Drive away the sirens? How's that work?
Ha! Plain to see you're no islander. With a horn wall's horn. One toot, and they plough and scurry off so quick, the waves rock your boat.
Oh, wow. So you can get a horn that makes them disappear. Okay.
Need to get to Undvik.
Another thrill seeker. Well then, listen close, lest ye end in a watery grave. Sail out of port and head southwest. Watch for rocks protruding like pricks out of the water. You'll have to do some
They definitely have a way of words sometimes, don't they?
Some of them shorter, just below the surface. So careful not to scrape right over
Yeah,
them.
if you're going to get decent ones, I'd go with the ones that they recommend with the console, personally. I found they're pretty good. Obviously, I've got an external mic for voiceovers and stuff, but generally I've had no issues with these at all. But then before these had the PlayStation Platinums, which designed for the PS4, and they were just as good. But what's wrong with your current headphones?
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, I only replaced my Platinums because they broke. The actual earpiece snapped. Otherwise, I would have carried on using them, to be fair. Okay, we got what we needed. We've got to sail to the island of Undvik and search for Halmar. So we need a boat, would be my thinking. And we've got a bit of sailing to do. Because from here, we're going to head all the way over here. And that's where we're heading. Wouldn't mind stopping off here if we could on the way, actually. That would probably make sense. Let's place a custom marker. Because that way, if we stop there, we can grab the notice board, fast travel point. There's obviously something here as well to have a look at some point. There's always everything to find everywhere. But now we need to find a boat. I know we are by the ocean. But it's still finding a boat that we can just take. There should be one nearby, hopefully. We need to find a blacksmith at some point as well to sell our gear. That would be quite helpful. We've got a few bits we can get rid of that we haven't got rid of. We haven't stuck in our box at the very least. I can see a boat we can take. So I think we're off to Undvik. I think we have a choice. Choice of boat by looks of things. Oh, there's a merchant here as well. Let's speak to the merchant first. Are you done?
I
thought that was the merchant, but it must be up above us, I think. Let's just quickly see if there is a merchant up here. It's always worth a quick look. We can get rid of some gear at the same time.
Hey there.
Hello there, merchant.
Greetings. Looking to buy?
I think we have spoken before. Let me see what he's got. Same saddle as we're already using. Saddle bags, ours are better. And he can give us maps to Skellige. I don't need maps to Skellige. What I might do though, we already know that you don't get more than a couple extra crowns for selling weapons to people that aren't blacksmiths or armourers. But just to free up some space. We've got plenty of space, but just in case. I know what I'm like. I like to pick everything up. So we'll just get rid of a few of these. He's going to run out of money in a second anyway. There we go, he's nearly out of money. Let's get rid of the boots while we're here. Can't afford those, no. You can take the breeches though. Oh, they're the actual posh ones that I was meant to store in the box and forgot. There we go. We've sold a few things to him. He's got a few more wares to sell to others. You know, done the business. Okay, so let's find the ship and let's set sail.
Will you list with me? You taking the piss?
Right, we're off.
Let's get to the Isles.
So we're going to go to our marker first. We're going to stick quite close to the coastline for the minute. We will get to Lord Undvik, but on the way there, I just want to stop at this village we saw on the coast. Collect the notice board and gain the fast travel point at the very least anyway. But yeah, there's definitely something about that lighthouse up there, isn't there? On the map you could see there was something with that. There's a pathway to get there. What's the bet? There's a big old beast up there that we're massively under-leveled for. That's normally the thing. So, what's up there? So there's the red thing I can see on the edge there. I wonder what that was. Right, let's keep going. I will keep stopping and looking at things if I'm not careful. Best to try and just keep going. I think we can get attacked at sea as well, so we do have to be a little bit wary of what's around us. There's a question mark coming up here. What's this? Smuggler's cache. Okay. Creature. Siren. Leave the helm. Leave the helm. Geralt, leave the helm. Where is she? Because the boat can get damaged. If the boat gets damaged, we sink. And we're swimming a very long way. Let's change to the yard sign. They get hit in that. Where are they? Still below me, I think. Again. I thought I caught it there. Come on, come over here, Simon. Oh, from behind. Didn't see that from behind me there. Ah. We're getting a butt kicked a little bit here. That one's down. I didn't get hit on it though. Kind of needed to land in the boat. Don't want to be underwater at the minute. Get up. We did know there's a chance we'd be attacked, and that's what's happening.
Come on.
Right, that's one. Need to get hit in ourselves when they're getting past us here. They're not actually doing much damage, to be fair. That was a nice little hit. And obviously there is treasure here as well. If we can get these sirens down, we get treasure. Right, one down there. Nice one down there.
You like that silver?
I don't know how many of these we're going to have to deal with before we can get the treasure, but there's treasure underneath us that I don't really want to let go if I can avoid it. Alright, come on, where are you? I also don't want the boat damage if we can avoid it. Okay. We're doing okay. They're actually not really hurting us, to be fair. We're down. One to go. Yeah, they're not really doing any damage, strangely. Oh, I couldn't damage it. Is it gone? Is it? No, it's still below us. It's not dead. It's not dead. There it is. Come over here, Simon. There we go. Simon is defeated. Right. We will dive down and grab our wares that we can see at the bottom of the ocean. The broke. The what broke? And you use it. It's homemade. I don't understand what you mean, Dennis. Right, into the water. So I think we're going to dive down to the barrels below and get whatever them boxes are by the looks of things. And now we're taking care of the sirens, I think we're good to do so. Oh! Okay, that's pretty decent gear by the looks of things. Glad we got rid of the sirens. We'll have a proper look at what we're picking up once we get back to the boat. I don't want to be underwater too long if we can avoid it. Don't think that's everything yet. I think there's more. Another one over here. Looks like pretty good stuff though we've come across. The plug that connects the PC headset to PlayStation broke. Oh, you've been using PC headset, have you, not a PlayStation one? Okay, that is everything collected, I think. Ignore the head of the siren that's the bottom of the ocean. Right, let's get back to the boat and then we'll have a look at what we gained from this. Sirens didn't do really any damage to us, surprisingly. I was quite surprised at how little damage they did. I'm hoping the boat's in one piece, because the boat can get badly damaged. Right, what do we find? So we got a Maribor sword, that's no good to us. Rusty Novigrad sword again, nothing major. Velen axe is better than our current axe, but again the armor piercing makes it better. Until that minimum damage on the new axe is better than our maximum damage on the Wild Hunt axe, I don't see the point in changing, to be fair. No good. No. Steel sword again, it's close, but not quite ready to change there. Armor wise, what do we got? Medium armor. The Redanian Hellbitter's armor, but it's less armor than our current one, which is a shame because I want to change our current. A Bernard breastplate, lower armor than ours currently, so again no real reason to swap. And the Sidarian Gambeson, again lower armor, so again no reason to swap, which is a shame really. I wouldn't have minded changing to one of them, at least so ours is different. And the gauntlets again no good. Master Armor's repair. So although I said it looked like really decent stuff, maybe it wasn't. Because we didn't gain anything major, it doesn't seem. Unless we gained... we may have gained some diagrams that we can use, maybe. Oh right, well there were PC ones. Okay, now I understand. Right, let's take the helm. Let's see how damaged the boat is. No, the boat's good. Okay, we did well there then. The boat is in a good condition. Right, let's leave, shall we? Let's go. Okay, the boat was in good condition. It's now damaged. We may need to change boat once we hit land from where we're aiming for. Because, yeah, there's a big hole in the side of the boat currently. We'll go over there. They're more sirens, aren't they? I'm going to try and stay away from them. I kind of know where I'm trying to aim for before we go to Unvik. It's this bit of land where you see them rocks over there that lead to the lighthouse on the far right hand side. We're going for that kind of area. There's a little town there that I think is a harbour. That's kind of my aim. And we can now also swap boat because we're going to need to, I think. Yeah, shame the gear wasn't better. I thought we was getting some decent stuff, but I didn't want to hang around too long on the water looking at it as I was picking it up. It was better to look at it later, isn't it? Right, let's just check the map and make sure we're heading where I want to be heading. So we're heading for this gap here. This is going to take some steering. And we're going to land in the harbour down here. That's my aim. We'll see how well this works. It may be this is a bad idea and we should have gone wide and round, but... Okay, we could get attacked again here, which is not what I want. Yeah, this is going to be a bad idea. I can see already we're not going to make it through there. We're going to be blocked. Let's go this way. See if we can go past between the islands here. Is there a way through that way? No, I think that's blocked as well. Straight up and underneath the bridge, maybe. It might be the right way of doing it. Yeah, no, I assumed you already had PlayStation ones, Dennis. So can you not do any talking in the streams at the minute then? Okay, let's head through. Please don't be rocks in the way. Okay, we have got some shallow rocks to watch out for. I may be better off getting out of the boat and walking, to be fair. Because I don't think I want to make it through there, am I? Obviously lots of shipwrecks. The bridge has collapsed there, that's why I thought it might be worth trying to get through. It won't let me through there, will it? I don't think it's going to. Will you let me through, or are you going to make me get stuck? I have to go round. Yeah, it's not going to let me through. Okay. I still want to head to this town because obviously there's a notice board there we've not been to, but also it's a fast travel point we haven't got yet, which would be worth having. So we'll go round this way. The boat is badly damaged. It's red on that top left hand side. You can see the big hole. So there's enemies here, renegades. I think that's it. There's a few of them there, in fact. Let's jump out of the boat. Let's go and deal with these guys. Don't know who they are. That wasn't... I thought we had Igni on still, but we haven't. I don't know who these guys are, but they attacked us first, so I'm just going to try and deal with them as well. Oh, that's an axe to the head. It's them big axe guys that really pack a punch. They really stun you. Yeah, you can have some fire. Oh, that's a hit. Have some fire. I think we dealt with them all. We can always get some gear off these guys, which is one of the reasons I thought we'll stop and take them on. Because you never know what kind of gear you're going to get from them. Plus, if they're here, I would guess they're hiding something. Would be my thinking. And our boat wasn't going to make it much further, I don't think, to be fair. There's a nice chest. Anything in the chest? Holger Blackhand's Horn and a Journal of a Thief Part 2. Okay. I, Gias, son of Knut, have twice disgraced myself. First by running from the field of battle out of fear of dying. The shield I abandoned them rests on the bottom of that marsh. And there it will stay until Ragnarok. Kind of a poor spelling attempt at Ragnarok, surely? As testimony of my cowardice, the second time was when Orn Two Heads convinced me to help him steal Holger Blackhand's horn. Orn thought I'd sell the horn to smugglers, but I won't. If I'm to live like a thief and a bandit, I prefer not to live at all. One thing I can do is regain my honour, is to return the horn to where it belongs, his ancestral home, Mathios, who Holger charged with getting the horn back. There's family near these cliffs. I hope he'll come here for the Equinox Festival and be able to give him it back in the stolen horn and ask him to vouch for me with the Jarl. Okay, so we've gained a quest from happening upon this little area here. We need to return the horn that was stolen. Again, it was something we happened upon. Let's see if there's anything else to pick up while we're here, though. With all the crashed ships, you'd expect there to be some debris and some bits and pieces to pick up, I would have guessed. There's not that many, actually. We'll put the axe away, we don't need it out. Also doesn't mean we're alone, there could be anything else waiting for us here. We're aiming to get to the port village over there. Our boat has kind of had it, so we'll try and get there on foot, I think. We're not too far away, to be fair. It should just be over the cliffs. Part of me wanted to see these cliffs anyway, because there is something interesting, I think, with these cliffs. In terms that, if you look on the map, there is a path that goes through all these cliffs that leads to a lighthouse. Part of me wonders what's on that lighthouse. Now, we haven't got a mission to go there, but actually, while we're here, I think we should. I think we should have a look at what's there. You don't know, we come across these random things when you're out and about, and I think if it's something that's too difficult for us to beat, we'll walk away. But I'd like to at least have a look, because you find these things and you could get some really good gear from it. Okay, what do we got here? You've got a crossbow about to fire at me. So these are pirates. The pirates are only normally in places where treasure is, I would have said. Oh, okay, his axe stuns us if it hits. He's down as well. Right, so pirates, there's got to be a reason they're here. And I wouldn't say it's for the view. There's going to be something else going on with these pirates, isn't there? Okay. I think their harpies nearby down there. Or sirens, maybe. Okay. That's the lighthouse that we saw on the map. That's what I want to see. I think there's something there. There's bound to be, surely. Or it's a complete waste of time and there's nothing there. But it's worth a little look. There is a little mini boat, a little boat over there we can get on the way back.
Not your average mist.
Okay, that's not good. Not your average mist. Does that mean there's something untoward here then? That may cause us a problem. There's going to be something here, isn't there? But I don't know what it is. Oh, wraiths. Are these the ones that can only be killed? No, we don't. They can't only be killed in the circle. That's okay. Some of these can only be killed in the circle, the magic trap. Not that one though. Spectre dust though. Okay, I'm sure there's going to be more here though. There's a person here.
Wound on his back. He was running away.
Okay, this may have been a bad idea. In fact, before we head any further, I'm just going to give it a save in case we do die. I think that's a good plan. Okay. There's a house here. Doesn't fill me with confidence. Someone was running away. We've seen their body. What's this person?
Almost managed to find cover. Almost.
Geralt sounds like he knows what this is. We're not entirely sure what it is.
Hey,
anyone in the house? Oh, something. Again, we wouldn't have come across this until we headed here.
What do you think? It is an island. Where'd all those wraiths come from? Last saw something like this near Vergen when...
Nowheres. That's just it. Fire went out and wind died of a sudden. That's how it started. Came out here for oil, stepped out of the house, looked up, saw the mist rising. Then the ghost showed, came straight at me. Bolted back inside, hosped the door, and then I heard it. Someone whispered me name. Miguel. Miguel. I look out. There's the wraith. Big bugger, bigger than the rest, and cold flowing from it. Such cold the windows frosted o'er.
Okay, I'll help.
I can try to help. First,
we need to know a few more things at first.
Questions.
Obviously,
Just
we could have picked this mission up elsewhere from a notice board, but you may not have done. This is what I enjoy about this game, is you happen upon these things just by looking. The Wraith, tell me more. We need to know more about the Wraith.
This Wraith, the big one.
I've got a feeling we need magic trap.
It seemed more clever than the others. Like it knew everything.
Knew everything.
Much have I? Sorry. Only saw it once. It disappeared right after.
Okay, what drew the spectres?
These ghosts didn't appear without reason.
Look at the spectre all on the sword as well.
Any ideas?
No clue. There's nothing here. The lighthouse. Me hut, just rocks besides. Even bloody drowners know there's nothing for them on Elberg.
Strange. Need to look around.
Here. This key opens the lighthouse. You know, in case you want to look inside.
I'm not sure we want to look around, to be fair.
To run from something.
We're a Witcher though, we're meant to want to go and do these things. I'm guessing there's nothing in his house. We don't steal from people. The Phantom of Elberg is a new quest. I've got a feeling it's it'll be a Witcher contract. Check the leveling. $17, so it's under the level we were trying to complete, so we're all good there. We need to go and explore the lighthouse. Have we got any Spectre oil? What we got? Necrophage Spectre, yes. Let's put that on our sword. So we got Spectre oil just in case. I'm not going to steal anything from the guy because he's still living there. If he was dead, it'd be a different story. We don't steal from people that are still living. Right, we're heading up to the lighthouse. What else will we find here? I'm hoping decent gear, to be honest. More spectres. Ready for them to attack, because they will. Our enhanced oil is going to give us extra hits before it wears off. So we can only hear them when we can see their full body like that. Unless we do a magic trap, which actually might be worth having on just in case. Because then we can do damage to them at any point, as long as it's inside the trap. see this being a tough old mission. And we gained a fast travel point. That's really helpful. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. That's actually really good to have a fast travel point back yet. Just in case it all goes peaked on and we have to run away. Right, this is the lighthouse. What will we find inside the lighthouse? That's the question. Something untoward must have happened here, surely. Okay, we can take stuff on the lighthouse, considering there's no one here current now. According to the guy, there's no one else here but him, so I will happily loot the lighthouse. What else are we going to find though? There's something there. What's that? I need to get that to show up so I can have a look at it. Examine. Letter to the lighthouse keeper. Got work for you, Mikhail. A ship's going to sail from Faro to Arenborn with a load of hides on board. At midnight, you have to put out the light in the lighthouse and keep it dark until we give the signal with a torch. We'll split the loot, same as always. You'll get a tenth from what the sea tosses ashore. Ah. So the lighthouse keeper was working with others to make the ships crash on purpose.
Got a pretty dark secret.
Yeah, they were making it crash on purpose, or ships that passed and crash on purpose, so they could take the reward, whatever the ships were carrying for themselves. No wonder the Spectres are here then. It makes a lot of sense considering they're been doing this on purpose. My guess is we need to go back down and speak to him. Would be my guess. Don't think there's anything else here. No. I know we haven't got the mission showing up, but I'm guessing it will say go back and speak to him. Because there's nothing else here to find. I will double check though. I'm keeping the other mission on just because I don't want to lose my space of it. I want to keep knowing what we're aiming for next. There we go. Oh, we missed a part of the mission. Talk to Mikhail about the penitent. We didn't see that. Mainly because I didn't look around his house. Have I missed something else in the lighthouse? I feel like I've missed something else in the lighthouse. Let's put the quest on. Lord of Unvik is the next one we're going to be doing. Otherwise I'm going to start missing parts. I didn't realise we'd missed a part of this mission already. Not that it matters as such. We can still do the mission without it. There's something here though. Let's just double check there's nothing else upstairs to look at. We head back down. Anything red is normally something we need to look at. Because that'd be mission orientated. Walk around here. No, there's definitely nothing red up here. Drop down. Rather not fall all the way off the lighthouse so we can avoid it. Right, nothing in here. So yeah, we should have looked around the guy's house, essentially. By the looks of things. From what we know, there's been a deal made between the guy that we met carrying in his house and others to make ships crash here on purpose so they could split the loot. Ah, what's that?
Symbols of a bonding. Manifestations of ill will. Focused, concentrated. So it's a curse. A curse that keeps the Spectres here. A penitent. Good thing it hasn't appeared to me yet. Couldn't possibly kill it in this mist and darkness. Need that lighthouse working again. If Mikhail's the cursed one, the curse binds him to this place. He's the only one who can light the fire that'll break the curse.
Well, there's the answer to the question. The curse is here, but it's not against us. But we need the guy that we met at the bottom to light the lighthouse to get rid of the curse. Grab the loot. So the penitent, I think, is the beast. I think that's the creature, the wraith, spectre, essentially. Let's find out, shall we? He definitely knows more than he was telling them, doesn't he?
It's just you.
He didn't tell us that he's been making boats crash on purpose.
Island's haunted by a penitent. Spectre punishes the guilty for crimes, foul deeds. Like luring ships onto the rocks, then looting the wrecks. Don't deny it. I found the letter.
Longboats sink every so often anyway. That's the sea.
That's a bit different when you're turning off the lighthouse, though, to make them sink on purpose.
Don't go to waste.
We'll come back to that later. Just now, I need your help.
But what? I'm no warrior.
Guessed that already. But a curse grips both you and this place, and only you can lift it. Luckily, all you gotta do is light the fire in the lighthouse. Penitent's invincible as long as darkness covers the island.
I can't go outside. It'll kill me. I can feel it. Perhaps you could.
I'll escort you. Now no
I was going to say, you've got no choice.
Grab some oil and let's go.
The only way to free the island of this creature is for you to do what you've got to do.
Look! There! It's him!
I see it.
And we can't defeat it.
And go light the fire. Remember, you fail, the penitent will kill me and come for you.
It's invincible until he lights that fire.
Don't know how much longer I can manage this.
Again, so we're doing no damage until that lighthouse is lit. We've got to survive until that lighthouse is lit, essentially. Avoid the rapes until then. The penitent will kill. We can't. Oh, he's actually hurted by killing the others. We are doing some damage. I'm nearly out of oil though. Spectre is nearly worn off. We are defending him, so we're doing a good job there.
Time to get this done.
Right, now we can kill it. There we go. It's nearly down. It's actually not tough. Once the mist is gone, this thing is not tough at all. Trying to put a magic trap down there. It is done. We have defeated it. And we got some decent rewards by looks things. We'll have a look at those in a second. He did it. At least he did it.
It did, but that doesn't make the island safe. Because you're still here. A lightkeeper who lures ships onto the rocks. Sheesh.
I made a mistake. I know this now. Swear by Freya and all the gods, never again.
But you will. You gotta leave.
Absolutely never. As soon as we're done talking, you're gonna pack up and leave. For good. Understand?
But I understand.
There's no way we can leave someone like that looking after the lighthouse, could we? Check the Aaron Bjorn notice board. Okay. So the mission isn't over. There is still something else to do. But it's I think it's where we were trying to head to anyway, to be fair. Let's get all this stuff up. There we go. Let's just check the map. Where do I want us to go to? So we were aiming to get to this village down here anyway. And now we can check the notice board. And that'll be the mission fully finished, I believe. We did gain some decent rewards. What did we pick up? Ash Rune, a steel sword. Doesn't do as much damage as our current one. And again, our 200 armor piercing kind of trumps most things. We picked up another axe, a Venom axe this time. I'm pretty sure that one... Which one did we have before? I can't remember which one we had before. Requires level 24. Oh, they both require level 24 to be fair. And they're both better than our current one. Although that one does a little bit more damage. But then that one... Okay. There's going to be a bit of toing and throwing of which one we use there. Everything else I don't think is any good. So that will get sold as soon as we get a chance. We pick up any gear? I think all of these we picked up previously. Yeah, I don't think any of these are new looking at the damage, the armor levels. We did okay. Obviously, they could have gone better. But I don't think we did too badly either at the same time. It was one of those kind of worked out. So we're going to work our way down from the lighthouse with the aim to get to the village. Just off over there. Change back to Igni, just in case we come across any more pirates. I'm not going to go and loot his house. I'm going to leave him there doing his thing. We're going to aim to get down there, finish the mission, the Phantom of Eldberg, by looking at a notice board. Hopefully that puts an end to the mission. And then we are going to head to that island just over there for the other mission we were aiming to do in the first place. I don't know if I want to work my way down there or just jump on the boat, because there's a boat there. My only thinking is there's lots of crashed ships, and I wondered if there'd be any loot in them. We didn't really find much on the way here. What have we got over here though? Dwarven Spirit, Dwarven Spirit. What are these? Anything good? Dwarven Spirit, Pure Silver. We'll take the boat. We're here, it makes sense. Okay, let's go. Try not to damage this one like we did with the last fight we had. We can always stop at some of the boats, to be fair, and have a look for any stuff that they've got. If we can see any boxes or anything shining, it means there's something there, maybe. I wonder what I could hear something then. Yellow is flowers, materials, plants. Nothing massively useful. I'm looking for boxes, essentially. Red underwater would be something that's useful to grab. These are all the ships they've caused to crash, though. That's the thing. They're turning off the lighthouse. Is that a chest on that one? A chest, or is it broken? I think that's a chest. I think there's a few things here to quickly grab. I wasn't going to get off if we could help it, but actually there's a few things here to have a look at. Gaming, good evening, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you, not too bad at all. I think there's a chest here. Nothing really that good in the chest, actually. I was hoping for something better than that. There was always a chance we'd find some stuff here. There's stuff underwater here. Let's have a look. Oh. Diagram for Longclaw, enhanced beast oil. Silver. Superior grape shot. Lyrian hardened leather trousers. Any other chests that have been dumped here by these ships being crashed? No, not by the looks of it. Yeah, you're playing them at 100% on Witcher. Nicely done, gaming. Well done. Very well done indeed. Thank you for the like, followers, much appreciated. Don't do that. Okay, let's carry on to the island. There should be a little inlet, I think, we can park the boat at. That's the aim anyway. Why don't you go forward? Go, go, go. There we go. Death March was not that bad, was it not? I'm glad you've done it though, well done. That is an amazing achievement. Keller was saying he's waiting till, he was in the stream earlier, he was waiting till he gets a PS5 to go for the platinum. That's his plan. You think we'll enjoy the Blood and Wine? I'm looking forward to doing the DLCs, to be fair. We're still a long way away from being ready to do them though. Because of the way we're playing it, it's going to be a while, I think. Okay, this is where we need to go. We'll go to the notice board for the contract we just did. And this is where we was aiming to stop anyway. So it kind of made sense to do two things at once here. We found earlier the master... We found passing an area earlier with a Cyclops. The master crafted Griffin gear manuscripts. We need the basic ones first before we can do anything with them, really. Right, there is a blacksmith here, so that's useful. We'll go and speak to him in a second. Oh yeah, definitely he'll do it. Oh yeah, the story isn't that long. It's all the other stuff though that make the story bigger, isn't it? It measures you death march in 10 hours. Wow. Yeah, that is quick. I'm assuming you just missed all the side stuff and focused just on the main story then. That is pretty good going. Okay, now we need to speak to Gerund. Phantom. So this was the original contract. If you got this far, clearly you know how to read the rest and read it well. Erase smoke on Elberg. We did that. If you face the Phantom, while you pay my own gold to you if you drive the spirit. Okay. So we can actually get the reward for the contract that we did by going to the island before gaining the contract in here. There should be a guy to speak to who will pay us.
Look what the sea hurled ashore.
Ursine armor.
Hey, you!
He's given almost everything.
No plan. I'm from the continent.
I don't. Is Ursine armor what is that? Medium gear, light gear, or heavy gear? Heavy armor. Skellige warriors alone drink in this tavern. Not looking for trouble.
Not looking for trouble.
Look at him. Raise your voice and his tail slinks between his
No,
legs.
I'm being nice. If you want to fight, we'll fight.
Wait out in the yard then. Till ill tosses what's left in our bowls or the fence.
Don't want to play anything. Okay.
Whosoever denies shelter to a traveller disgraces himself and brings shame on his clan.
I like that guy.
Your
That guy's.
dad's teach you nothing.
Don't you talk to me about me da, Yoran.
That's the guy who's going to pay us for dealing with the lighthouse. Even though we didn't speak to him about it first, because we happened upon it.
Not on crate. Guests are not welcome.
Bit of a funny bunch, some of these ones, aren't they? What test have you got next month, gaming? Have you seen much about the Gollum gaming as well? You're not bothered by travellers.
Mind the occasional traveller?
I mind fools, no matter where they're from.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Jorund, son of Sigvald. If you've no one to drink with, sit down with me. Share some mead and a tea.
Ursine is heavy. See, I don't like heavy armour. I find it's too slow and heavy, and yeah, I'm not a massive fan of heavy armour. I generally only use light armour where possible. Medium if I have to, but generally light armour.
Beware the bandits that lurk in the highlands.
I was trying to sit down, but there you go. Yeah, you've got to focus on that first, don't you, unfortunately. I know you'd rather be gaming. But yeah. Gollum. It comes out on the 25th of May. Currently the vote for whether we do it on release or not is winning for it, us doing it on release. I haven't really advertised it, which is a little bit
When a
worrying.
Redanian or Temerian grows the stones to come
Thank
to
you for the like,
Skellige,
it was much appreciated.
they usually go ashore at Kertrolda. Port's good there. Merchants aplenty. And the Jarl's right merciful to continentals.
Okay, those two came passionately, were they?
Those two boys, the pesky
Yeah,
ones.
58% want us to do Gollum on release. It comes out on the 25th of May.
Only ever
The
troublesome.
vote ends,
as
I did
is
say
their
earlier, but the
father.
vote will end midnight tomorrow for that, just so I
Interesting in
can
some way.
plan ahead.
Depends.
Zeno, good evening, how are you?
Flyers and cards that interest
I'm
you.
not too bad, thank
and
you, not too bad at
very
all.
much so.
Gollum, it's about Gollum, Smeagol. You know, the ring. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. So, all I know about it, from what I've heard, is you play Gollum. But he has two characteristics. He's got the Gollum side and the Smeagol side. And there's not really any combat, but it's more how you act during the game determines which side comes out, which side becomes dominant, Smeagol or Gollum. But they haven't really advertised it that much, which is a bit of a worry.
I killed the monster from the lighthouse.
But yeah,
penitent,
there's a
very
vote on the community
dangerous
page where we do it on release or
very
not in a minute.
rare.
Why did it ever appear on
We've finished. We've finished the story to Jedi Survivor. We've got loads of other things to do in it yet, though.
Someone
Back from the family party, a tad tipsy.
Long
Never a bad
story
thing, that
short,
Dino. Never a bad
you
thing
need
at
a
all.
lightkeeper.
Sounds interesting. I'm worried they haven't
Let's
really
talk
pushed
about
it
my
at all
reward.
and advertised it.
Aye, yes, got it right here. Earned every last coin you did. And a round. Cheers to your health.
Next week is. Oh yeah, the extra and platinum bits come live next week, don't they? Yeah, there's some good games on there as well. To be fair.
So long.
It's just me. I'm trying to fit them in. I just don't have the time. Everything I play is for the channel.
It's not bad, thanks.
Then get yourself a cake for the road.
So just not having the time to play something for myself.
I see you lads still don't understand the law of hospitality. Tough.
I think we're fighting.
Seems like guts to pound it into you.
And I think he's going to help us. Pounding's
Thanks,
better with a
Sean.
partner.
Pounding's always better with a partner.
Are you going to swing a punch, or are you just going to stay defending yourself?
Ever fight a Witcher?
I don't think they have fought a Witcher before, because this guy isn't throwing a punch. How are we down? They just killed him. They just killed him, didn't they?
So many raids,
Oh wow, I wasn't intending to die like that.
duels, only to die at the hands of some miserable shits.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. It's meant to be quite good, yeah. That's not something I can record or stream though, because it's got loads of block scenes. A lot of the cutscenes in it you can't record or anything. What can I get you in here? What can I do?
What can I do? Get your family?
You won't manage. Be journeying to meet my ancestors.
Just
soon.
made a new friend.
Poor and
he's just been killed.
For me at times. For Jornt, son of Sigvald, who lived honourable.
So we suddenly got knocked down, and then they drew swords and killed him, or hurt him badly enough to wound him. So that's the new. Hang on a second. Let's track that quest. Something's happening outside. So this is meant to be Stranger in a Strange Land. So this was a mission that just happened, as we were collecting a reward for a different mission that we just happened upon. Now what's happening?
But 2 sons, and you killed them. You ended my life.
They deserved it.
Sorry, but I didn't start it.
Good game at the end of Jedi Survivor is really good. Yeah, really good. Story is really good. It really follows on nicely from the first one. Explains quite a bit as well. And there's lots of twists and turns. All the way through the story, I was amazed at all the different twists and turns, to be honest. And there's still lots of stuff we haven't done yet. Lots of rumours and stuff around Kobo. Yeah, it's definitely worth a go, I would say. You're lying, had no respect for your son-in-law, for the law of your sons. Helped you kill the creature from the lighthouse. We'll do for that one.
Your son showed no respect for the law.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a play, especially if you've done the first one.
There's a bloods feud between Yoren's family and mine. Makes no difference what he did or said.
Don't want any more bloodshed, but I'll defend myself if I have to.
You'll make your defense before the Jarl. Only if Madman Lugos calls you innocent will you be free to go.
I'm to be judged by somebody you
I was
yourself
going to say,
madman.
how can someone called Madman be judging us?
And you'll never defeat us all. Not with 3 swords, you won't.
I would defeat you all,
Fine.
to
Lead
be
the
fair.
way.
So we're kind of being arrested. Citizens arrest, it seems. Can't lie, as awesome as Jedi looks, I was howling at Werther by his rant. Yeah, PC have had loads of issues with it, haven't they? We've had one crash, and that was at the end of the stream, so it didn't really matter too much. But yeah, we've not really had many issues at all.
Tavern.
It is big. No, not 150. It's about, I think it's 120. 120 gig, I think it was, when I installed it. Skellige is more of a Norse mythology. It is, yes, indeed. As you can see a few references already. So we're actually in prison, by the looks of things. So much for collecting our reward for freeing the lighthouse. We now need to get out of here. These guys are...
Telling you, we'll hit a cave one of these days. Make our escape.
They're trying to find a way out by digging, it seems.
3 fucking years, pickaxe in hand.
He's been out here 3 years. What about this guy?
I wonder if you'll be as deft with a pickaxe as you are with a sword.
Obviously, we've got no weapons at the minute. Who's Simon Brambling?
Cast his eyes about, searching for an escape, but there ain't none to be found.
PlayStation 5 has been absolutely fine. Yeah, 120 gigabyte. It's a big file. I'm assuming we're just going out the door then. Can't see any ways out. Let's try the doorway. There's always a chance it will just open. There's always a chance it won't. Or someone will talk to us outside.
When's my trial?
When the Jarl summons you.
I've always enjoyed Gwent, to be fair. I played it on my phone when they first released it for iOS. And I played the standalone when they released it separately.
That one, 3.
I enjoy Gwent. We've struggled with it a little bit during this playthrough, but I've always enjoyed it. Some of the people have been waiting years for their trials, and currently, so we're still waiting. We can use our Jedi Mind Trick. I normally do everything else first. Let's ask everything first, then we'll use Jedi Mind Trick.
Maybe we can make a deal. They took my things, but...
You aren't on the continent. Can't buy me. Not with gold, not with honors.
Oh, is that it? Ah, that's the problem with... I always ask every option there is. Okay, let me out. I'm just going to let me out. You hated it. It took me a whole day back to... Oh, really? Wow.
Let's see. Lugos said my trial would be today. Don't remember.
Monster cards are powerful with the right deck. Yeah, we haven't really gained enough, to be fair, on this currently to actually... We haven't focused on it. This heater and Mexican spicy bake from Greg's in the air fryer. Cheap, though, because I scoffed the buffet earlier.
My line dates back to the times of Uben the Great. This dog ended it. He's gotta die!
I pass judgment here, Leif. Remember that.
But he's a
This is not going to be a fun trial, is it?
He don't deserve a trial, not even death by the sword. He...
Now go on. I want to hear this.
Geralt, didn't think I'd see you again so soon. I don't remember sending for you.
Wouldn't mind waiting if I had a free year or two. Sadly, I'm in a hurry.
Let's get to it. Leif claims you killed his sons, Corey and Crocky.
We did.
What do you see to
and
that?
They deserved it. Self-defense, they got what they deserved. Save us all some time. What's the verdict? Self-defense. I'm going for self-defense. Sorry, I hope you're doing great. Okay. Rumour of Assassin's Creed Mirage showcase and maybe a release in August. Yeah, I'm hearing the rumours as well. I think Spider-Man's going to be November, October, November time, and I'm thinking August, September Mirage. I've been saying for a while I think it's September. I think that's the way it's going to go. Again, they're not really publicising it that much at the minute, which worries me a little. So we'll have to wait and see, won't we? We're going for self-defense.
Myself and your end.
None came forth to confirm your words.
Because they're all dead.
And none will. Always easier to hang an outsider than to try one of your own, right?
Ha! Tongue as sharp as your blades.
Sharp? He insults me, Jarl. Insults our whole clan. The Codex of Ancestors says...
Quiet! I've made my decision. Geralt of Rivia, I find you guilty on 2 counts.
Zeno's a friend of the channel, gaming.
Punishment's death by suffocation. But you can buy your way out by paying Corey and Crocky's weight.
Death by suffocation, or we can buy our way out. Let me pay in installments. I want to pay in installments.
Let me pay in installments. Witchers live long. Dare say I'll pay it off eventually. End of the next century or so.
The DLC on Forbidden West because it was right style. That was so bland. Big, bland and everything. I don't think it was big. I don't think it was bland at all. It was full of life. To be fair, the DLC for Forbidden West.
Go home, Leif. Because if you rail me, I'll tie this bag of silver round your neck and toss you in the sea.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all in terms of what they thought about it. I think the DLC was really good. It looked nice. And the story worked really well. And to be honest, it was a nice send-off for Silence, because the actor who plays Silence in Forbidden West and Zero Dawn has died. So that was the last we're going to see of him. So it was quite nice to hear his voice one last time and see his character. Because I'm not sure what they're going to do next with that.
Why the theatrics? If you wanted to hire a Witcher, should have just said so. Would have been cheaper.
Tell me, Witcher. Have you any honor?
I do.
I paid Leif on your behalf. That puts you in my debt, a debt of pride. You ought to do as I say. So,
The boss fight was good with a new weapon, but it's just more Horizon.
my lad.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like the little side quests and the little
not against the Black Ones, nor to loot a convent.
the little Easter eggs
Got the
going
notion
back
to
to
go to the
Horizon
Cave of
Zero
Dreams,
Dawn in it. I thought they
south
were
side
really
of the
good.
Isle, and non-return from there. You're clever and good
The
with a
clan
sword.
made sense though.
Two
That's the
traits that
thing.
rarely go together. So, you're to help him. I need an heir, no matter his metal.
We didn't glide. No, we
Take
didn't
your
glide
things
as
and
much
do
as
I
the
say,
main game.
or
To be
lose
fair.
your dignity and good name for all time.
Yeah, that's one thing we didn't do that much of was gliding. Actually, to be fair, you did like the setting. Oh yeah, the graphics were incredible.
Watch your step.
So that mission's completed. Stranger in a Strange Land is now done. The Cave of Dreams is a new quest. Let's have a quick look at that. Obviously, we're doing anything that's under the level of the main story quest before we go and do that. Where's his? The Cave of Dreams, it is. That is a mission we really should do first, to be fair. The whole reason we came here was for something else, and instead we've ended up being imprisoned. Okay, I know it wants us to leave. I'm going to hold off leaving. Because they have a blacksmith and an armourer. Let's speak to the armourer and see what he's got.
Take it everything here's for sale.
Sure.
You know, Horizon is a great game. I know you got bored of it, didn't you?
No rubbish here.
First game was a sawtooth. If you help them enough, they would raise their paw and live. Yeah, a lot of them reacted. I like the new machines, especially the giant toad. I did like that machine.
You hack off hands that hold swords in a death grip.
I won't be able to see it until it comes out on streaming. Unfortunately, I can't see it in the cinema long enough, can I? Unfortunately. But it is something I do want to watch at some point.
Show me what you got.
Right, we can sell a few bits to him as well. Oh, he's got a few bits of gear. Let's get rid of the stuff that we are not going to wear. And not keep either. They're no good. They're no good. We have got different trousers on that we picked up previously. I'm not going to sell the weapons to him. Ardskellig. Igni sign. Intensity. That's not bad, considering we use it a lot, to be fair. That might be a decent light armor to have, chest-wise. That one, not so much. What level is that one? Level is 22, so our level, actually. We've got the Cadwenny Gambeson. I'm liking the Igni. That's higher level than our current. Doesn't give us everything our current does, though. Shirt's no good to us. Cadwenny Karas. What's this one? What level is that one for, actually? Freya's Warrior's Armor. Level 23. Cavalry Armor. I want to change out. We do need to change our armor, to be fair. It's just finding the right one. They're not bad. Assassin Boots. They do increase it a little bit. I don't want heavy armor. That's the big thing. The trousers have only just put on, to be fair. We haven't had them on very long. Would increase vitality even more, to be fair, but would lose the resistance. And gloves-wise, assassin gauntlets are better. Hunting gauntlets aren't brilliant. Bounty hunters, gambeson, assault. Okay. What do we got? 2,100. Let's quickly check crafting and see if we've got anything at our level we could make. So we can make Reaver's boots. They're medium armor. So you can potentially make them for us. We want something that's 22. We have a chest piece that can be made. We don't. Looking at that. Gauntlets, anything 22. Knight's gauntlets again. Medium weight armor. I may end up buying armor, I think, at this point. Trousers. 22. Sapper's trousers. Again, would increase, but not brilliant. Okay, I think... Let us buy what we need. We definitely need better armor. We've been waiting for new armor to come about for a while. I'm going to take the Igni sign intensity because it's a sign we use a lot. So I think that's a good one to do. So I'm reading what you're putting on. I'm letting you guys have your conversation. Yeah, we use the Igni sign a lot. 693. So we'll take that. Boots wise, the assassin boots I think I'm going to take. I don't want the heavy boots. Trapper's boots. I don't think the Trapper's is as good as ours, to be fair. No, I think we'll take the assassin boots as well. Gloves wise, I'm not overly worried at the moment about gloves. Level 19 ours are currently. Yeah, not overly worried about gloves. I think that's all from him. What else do you bring back from the raids?
What else do you bring back from the raids?
We focus on the essentials. Fancy wines, silk, baubles of
I'm
all
not sure the time
sorts.
is. We've only got about 10 minutes left.
Oh, and
wow, time's
wenches,
flown.
For if we don't make proper use of them, who will? Have you heard about Hollering Hulda, known as the Hellraiser, Madman Lugos's wife? Or Goldilocks Sansa, the most beautiful maid in the world in her time? Taken in raids, both.
Okay.
So long.
Right, we'll do a swap around we've just purchased. So let's put that one on. And it looks better than what I was wearing at the very least. We'll change the boots as well. Obviously we could have changed our gloves, but I didn't really see the point. And we've only just put the trousers on again. I don't normally use heavy armor, but it's better than nothing. Let's speak to the blacksmith as well. We'll have a look at his stuff, sell a few bits.
Someone's in a good mood.
I did like that armor until I've just seen it close up, and now I'm not sure I like it.
So I'm asking, what do you want?
As a trophy you use to more days, you do indeed. No worries, Gavin. Thank you for dropping by and saying hello. Very much appreciated. If we don't see you before, good luck with your exams. I hope they go well. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
So be it.
Okay. Obviously we're going to sell the rubbish stuff that we picked up from different bandits and pirates. Obviously we're keeping anything with a cool name. I might sell one of these axes, although not worth a massive amount, but I might as well keep the one that we're going to use. So the 197 to 214 is better than the other one. So we may as well get rid of that one, because we wouldn't be using it anyway. Right, let's see what he's got. Sword-wise, actually, he hasn't got anything decent. That's actually not bad. Silver sword. Its lowest part of damage is higher than well, just under our maximum damage. That's kind of what I'm looking at, is the maximum minimum damage. That's quite a basic one, the adversary, isn't it? I'd rather craft a sword, I think, if we can. The digger. Some of the names of swords are quite interesting. Let's see if we can find a sword to craft. May have, hopefully, something that can be. But also 22, level 22, ideally. We haven't got anything. We've got 23 there. That would be pretty good to have, although we're going to lose all our sign intensities. 21, if we wanted a steel sword, but again, we're losing the armor piercing. I'm kind of loath to get rid of that. No, there's nothing there. I think we'll keep the swords we've got currently. I was umming and ahhing. Mainly because this glare is better. I'm loath to buy anything. I don't mind buying the odd bit of armor when needed. But weapon-wise, we can pick up stuff as we go. So I'm kind of thinking we leave as is. Let's repair everything we're currently wearing. That's 163 crowns. Right, what are we? Quickly ask what happened to his son.
Your son.
And then we're going to move on to where we're going next.
drowned.
2007 Michael Bay movie The
Finback tipped the
Autobots.
boat he was on.
To Earth and
For his first journey into northern waters.
Sorry to hear it.
That was a good film, to be fair.
Swallowed his body. I'll not bury him.
Love the first Transformers
He'll not
movie.
feast
The
with
first
his
Transformers
ancestors.
movie was really good. I've enjoyed the ones recently as well, though, that I've seen. I think I've seen all up to date, bar the new one. Which obviously I'll have to wait before I see that. Okay, we are done here. I don't actually know where we are, to be fair, on the map. Oh wow, it's taken us to a completely different place. So we were trying to get across here for a mission. And it's taken us to a completely different place. So the mission we were doing was the Lord Unvik was where we was trying to go to. We've only got about 5 minutes left. Where was the mission that he gave us a minute ago as well? Where was his mission taking us to? Cave of Dreams, wasn't it? Where's that on the map? Just down there. So not actually near where we are. Kind of. Let's go to notice board. Grab that for the minute. And kind of, we've got 5 minutes or so left, so we're not going to get too far. But we'll see how far we can get. The fact we got arrested kind of put play to our plans of trying to get across the island to Unvik, to be fair. Because that plan didn't really work after all the time we spent in prison and the mock trial, essentially. You've not seen anything past the third one? Oh, okay. They're all good in their own little ways, to be fair. I think the way they've kept the story moving and still working well together as a story is testament to what they've done. I wasn't expecting a new one, though, before it was announced. But I'm just hoping it lives up to the others, that's the thing. Okay, let's get the notice board over here. That will give us any new jobs and things. So we always have the notice board catch up. New marker for an undiscovered location. I think that's all we got, actually. So, Unvik is across there, which is where we were trying to get to before we got arrested and put in prison. We've only got about 5 minutes left, so I'm just trying to think where we could head in that time. To be fair, I think we should try and get across there. There is, I think, a bay out down here that should have a boat, hopefully. As I say, we'll probably get to the boat, and that may be where we stop for this evening, because I don't think we're going to get too much more done. So if we take a left here, there's a little bit here that looks like boats maybe there, hopefully. Or the snow hares. Nothing sinister around us by the looks of it. Heading the right way still. Yes. We'll just keep checking we're heading in the right direction. There's a big boat there. I wasn't expecting a big boat, to be fair. Whose boat is that? Okay. All I wanted was a small boat, to be fair. Okay, we've got a fast travel point now for the port as well, so that's helpful. It's always good to grab these fast travel points when you can. And there's a small boat down there that we can borrow to get across to Lord Unvik. But we are going to be out of time, so we're not going to have time to carry on that mission this evening. Unfortunately, what we'll do, we'll have to give it a save. We'll have a quick chat before we finish for the evening as well. We've done a few things today, though, mission-wise, but the main thing is we managed to upgrade our equipment and get a bit further on the map. The fact we got arrested after saving the lighthouse, we still managed to get ourselves arrested as well. In terms of where we are with the main story, so main story, we're doing everything under level 19 before we leave. So we've got a couple of missions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Potentially 6 missions still to do in Skellige and 1, 2 Witcher contracts before we leave Skellige as well. And then we'll go to Carl Moorhen as the next point of call in the story itself. Right, let's give it a save and we'll have a quick chat before we finish for the evening. But yeah, getting arrested. Not really what I had planned. We did manage to find the diagrams for the enhanced Griffin gear as well by stumbling upon a Cyclops who was hiding them. So that's quite good. We just need to wait till we get the others to actually be able to make them, but they're a lot higher level than we are currently. They're level 30 something. Anyway, never been blown away with the CG back then. But yeah, so that is us for this evening. I'm afraid we are out of time. I don't know where tonight's flown, but it's disappeared on me. Firstly, I want to say a massive thank you to all the new subscribers. We have gained 400 and something subscribers in the past week, just about. So that's incredible. So thank you all to new subscribers. I hope you enjoy the content on the channel. You're all good, Zeno. Don't worry. You're all good. Don't worry. It's never a bad thing to miss streams. I don't see it like that at all. The schedule as normal. Thank you. You went off on subscribe. So we gained. No, I was just saying thank you to the new subscribers because we gained over 400 subscribers in the last week. Well, less than a week. It's like 3-4 days, which is just unbelievable. So yeah, we went up massively. The scheduled video is out tomorrow, 1 PM GMT for next week, and the community live stream post will go live tomorrow evening at 8 PM GMT as well, detailing all the live streams for next week. Next week we've got Jedi Survivor in the mornings, Arkham Knight in the evenings, and we also have more Witcher on the Saturday evening as well. Oh yeah, like games, yeah. I wasn't planning to, no. Because I don't see. It's really weird, but I really appreciate all the subscribers and all and all the different things that you guys do. But because I don't focus on subscribers or views and stuff, it's kind of doesn't seem right to celebrate it, if that makes sense. And it is incredible, and I appreciate the people that do subscribe and watch the content. But yeah, it's not something I've ever really focused on. Here's the 2000s. One day. To me, it's, to even get to how many we've got now, to how far we've come in the last few years, it still blows my mind, to be honest. So yeah, that still blows my mind. The other thing to look out for tomorrow evening at midnight is the last chance to vote on the Gollum vote, where we do Gollum on release, or you guys want an open vote for the next live stream game. That's currently up on the community page, so have a look if you haven't had a look already, and have your say, so we can decide what is coming up next after Jedi Survivor. I'm kind of on an eye about Gollum. We don't know what it's really going to truly be like, because not much has been said about it. So yeah, we're kind of going off the vote, and if the vote comes out in favour, which it currently is, we'll be doing that in just over a week's time from release. And if it's a no, there'll be a vote next week for the next live stream game instead. But Jedi Survivor will continue next week, because we want to continue doing a lot of the rumours and the side stories and things we haven't quite done through the main story just yet. So still lots more to see. And Arkham Knight's the same. There's still Nightfall Protocol we want to see, DLCs to finish. Lots of things. There's potential platinum trophies for both of those two games as well, depending how it goes. There is a chance, to be fair. But that is it for this evening, I'm afraid. We are out of time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. I hope you have a good one. As always, thanks for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We are back Monday morning with Jedi Survivor. But until then, have a good weekend. And we'll see you all soon. Thank you all very much. Bye-bye.